Lecture 7, Cantharis, page number 87 to 92.
Clinical Materia Medica, Farrington. Cantharis. Cantharis South now. Cantharis has a most remarkable affinity for the urinary organs. In fact, experience has demonstrated that nearly always when it is indicated, cystic or renal symptoms are present. Marked symptoms of the kidneys and bladder may result even from the use of the drug externally. The same is true when the drug is taken internally. Let us now look at some of its symptoms. We find dull, oppressive pains in the region of the kidneys. At other times, violent cutting, burning pains extend from the kidneys down, either ureter to the bladder. The parts externally over the region of the kidneys are very sensitive to touch. There is a persistent and violent urging to urinate. Often too, these cutting pains extend along the spermatic cords of the testicles and down the penis, attended by drying up of the testis. At another times, there is pain in the glans penis, exhibited in the children by frequent pulling at the organ. This pain in the glans penis may not be of an acute nature, but may be simply an uneasy, uncomfortable sensation. When in children you notice this symptom, Cantharis is generally indicated. At other times you may think also of mercurius solubilis, and of course the symptom may be a habit which the child has been allowed to practice. That is, of course, does not call for these remedies. Coming to the bladder itself, we find here too extreme superficial sensitiveness over the hypogastrium, especially when the bladder is distended with urine, and almost unbearable tenesmus vesicae. Sometimes the patient will have the desire to urinate every 2 or 3 minutes. The urine does not pass freely or copiously, but dribbles away in hot, scalding, sometimes bloody drops with burning, cutting pains, which could not be worse if the urine were molten lead. This burning and urging continue after urination, so that the poor sufferer is really in constant torture. Exacerbations come on every few minutes as calls to urinate become too urgent to resist. The urine itself shows changes in its composition. Blood is more or less thoroughly mixed with it, according to the part of the urinary tract from which the hemorrhage proceeds. The urine, however, is of a deep red color, independently of its containing blood, and deposits a sediment of mucus, fibrinous casts, epithelial cells, and small rolled up membranous pieces of the lining of the parts through which it passes. The tubules of the kidney, the ureters, and the bladder are observed under the microscope. This is the picture of the effects of Cantharis as they attain their maximum. From these extreme symptoms, you have all grades of severity down to the slightest irritation at the neck and of the bladder, with aggravation after micturition. Now these symptoms characterize Cantharis and indicate it in quite a variety of affections. You would expect it to be of use in inflammation of the kidneys, particularly in acute inflammation of one or the other of these organs, rather than in chronic Bright's disease. We find too that Cantharis is a valuable remedy in the passage of renal calculi, especially when the pains are violent. It has been stated in controversy that it is nonsense to talk about relieving the pains from the passage of renal calculi by homeopathic medication. The ureter is a narrow tube and the stone is frequently large, and it is said that this cannot be passed without pain. This is a mistake. The indicated remedy may so lessen local irritability that the pain attendant on the passage of the renal calculi may be greatly modified. కాబట్టి అంత స్టోన్ యూరిటర్స్ నుంచి ఎలా పాస్ అవుతుంది, అది ఫూలిష్, మెడిసిన్స్తో పాస్ అవడం అనేటువంటి జరగదు అనేటువంటి స్టేట్మెంట్ చాలా ఫూలిష్ అని చెబుతున్నాడు. Often you find cantharis indicated in gravel in children when they have this irritation extending down the penis with almost constant pulling at that organ. Cantharis you will find indicated in acute cystitis more frequently than all other remedies put together. It is also indicated in hematuria of inflammatory origin. It has also a secondary action in producing retention of urine, an effect due to the severity of pre-existing symptoms. In gonorrhea, cantharis is indicated when there is most intense irritation, not a simple discharge with the necessary burning and smarting, but the violent and painful cordy, marked sexual erethism, and discharge that is purulent or bloody. It is also indicated in cases in which the disorder has been suppressed by the use of injections and the disease involves the neck of the bladder. Next మళ్ళీ కంపారిజన్ చెప్తారు. Cannabis sativa is very similar to cantharis in its urethral phenomena. It has the same yellow purulent discharge from the urethra, but is more important when the discharge is thin and there is a smarting and burning on urination. There seems to be more burning and smarting under cantharis, while there is more tenesmus and cutting under cantharis. The glans penis is dark red and swollen. Cordy may be present. Cannabis sativa may be indicated in simple acute nephritis, but it is not likely to be of much use in Bright's disease of the kidneys. It has, however, drawing pain in the region of the kidneys extending into the inguinal glands with anxious nauseous sensation in the epigastrium. Cannabis indica is much used in Asiatic countries. It produces the most wonderful mental phenomenon, far exceeding opium in its effects. The two central points of the mental phenomena of this cannabis indica are delusions as to distance and as to time. Time and space seem to be greatly extended. For example, the patient tells you that he is hungry, that he has eaten nothing for 6 months. when the dishes from which he has just partaken are yet by his bedside. అప్పుడే వాడు తిన్నా కొంతసేపటి క్రితం తిన్నా అక్కడ ఉన్నా కూడా 6 నెలల నుంచి తెల్లదని చెబుతాడు వాడు. అంచేత టైం విషయంలో వాడికి ఆ రకంగా ఉంటుంది కెనబిస్ ఇండికా వాడికి అంటున్నాడు. ఆర్ on looking out of the window he tells you that objects but a few feet off are many yards distant. కొద్ది దూరంలో కూడా అబ్బాయి అంత దూరంలో ఉన్నాయో అంటట. But it is the urinary symptoms of cannabis indica that concern us more particularly just now. It is very similar to cantharis and is said to be even superior to that drug for gonorrhea when the cordy is well marked. In renal diseases, cannabis is indicated by burning, stitches, aching in the kidneys and pains when laughing. Also, when uremia sets in, attended by severe headache with a sensation as if the vertex was opening and shutting. If delirium appears, it is associated with the delusions respecting time and space just mentioned. Uremic condition లో వచ్చేటువంటి డెలీరియంలో కూడా ఈ పైన చెప్పినటువంటి ఉన్నాయే అవి కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటాయి. క్రానిక్ వాటిల్లో ఒక్కోసారి అలాంటి డెల్యూషన్స్ ఇల్యూషన్స్ కూడా కనిపిస్తాయి. ఒక్కోసారి చాలా పెద్ద వస్తువులు కూడా చిన్నవిగా అయిపోయినట్టు కనిపించడం, చిన్న వస్తువులు పెద్దవి అయిపోయినట్టు కనిపించడం, ఇలాంటివన్నీ ఉంటాయి. ఒకసారి ఓ పేషెంట్కి మందు ఇచ్చారు మహేష్ గారు. అది తీసుకుని స్లిప్ తీసుకుని వెళ్తూ గొడుగు తీసుకుని ఏంటి ఇందాటికన్నా గొడుగు ఇప్పుడు చాలా చిన్నదైపోయింది ఏంటి అన్నాడు. గొడుగు ఎలా చిన్నదవుతుంది? వాడు మేష్ గారు వాడిని పిలిచే స్లిప్ తీసుకుని ల్యాక్ క్యాన్ అని రాసి ఇచ్చారు. అంతే అది ఆ గొడుగు చూసుకుని ఇదేంటి ఇది అయిపోయింది అనుకున్నాడు. అలాగే ప్లాటినం వాడికైతే చాలా పెద్ద విషయాలు కూడా మిగతా వాడందరూ ప్రపంచంలో చిన్న. Equisetum hyemale is a plant growing in water. It contains a large quantity of silicic acid. It acts very similarly to Cantharis on the kidneys and bladder. There are, however, less escape of blood and less tenesmus vesicae than may be found under Cantharis. The urine is less scalding and does not contain so many fibrinous flakes. Cantharis is not called for so often as Equisetum when there is an excess of mucus in the urine. The bladder is tender and sore with severe dull pain which is worse after urination. There is a constant desire to urinate, sometimes with a feeling of distension in the bladder and with profuse urination. During urination, a burning pain is felt in the urethra. Equisetum has won most favor in enuresis. It has proved curative in these cases even when vesical irritation is marked, especially in women, and the urine contains blood and albumin. Linearia is another drug which is produced and cured enuresis with frequent painful urging to urinate, causing the patient to rise at night. Eupatorium purpuricum is similar to Equisetum in vesical irritability of women, for which condition it was used by Dr. Richard Hughes of England. It causes frequent and painful urging with either excessive or scanty flow of high-colored urine containing mucus. Petroselenium, one variety of the parsley, is indicated by frequent, sudden and irresistible urging to urinate. In the case of a child, he will be suddenly seized with the desire to urinate. If he cannot be gratified immediately, he will jump up and down with pain. You will find petroselenium useful in gonorrhea with this sudden urging and strangury. Cannabis, Cantharis and Mercurius all have the sudden urging to urinate, but it is strongest under petroselenium. Clematis erecta is to be selected when there is mucus in the urine but no pus. When the urine flows by fits and starts, or the patient has to wait a long time for the urine to come and then passes only a few drops, with the intense biting and burning along the urethra followed by a full painless stream. ముందు అసలు స్టార్టింగ్లో అలా ఉండి తర్వాత అందుకే క్లమాటిస్ చాలా కేసెస్లో స్ట్రిక్చర్ ఆఫ్ యురెత్రాలో క్లమాటిస్ చాలా మంచి హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంది. క్లమాటిస్ ఈజ్ టు బి థాట్ ఆఫ్ in first cases of gonorrhea where the inflammation develops stricture. Conium is useful in urethral and bladder diseases where there is pus in the urine, otherwise it is like clematis. It has a passage of the urine by fits and starts and cutting in the urethra after micturition. Urine flows more readily while standing, like sarsaparilla. Doryphora is indicated in urethritis in children under 10 years of age when the trouble has been provoked by local irritation. In these cases, think also of Hyoscyamus. Capsicum is sometimes useful in gonorrhea, especially in fat persons of lax fiber and of rather indolent disposition. The discharge is of a thick yellow character. The patient complains of fine stinging pains in the meatus urinaris and of stitches in the urethra between the acts of micturition. Copaiba and cubeba have been so abused by allopaths that I think we are too apt to neglect them. Copaiva causes a urethritis with burning at the neck of the bladder and the urethra. The discharge is of a milky color and of corrosive character. The meatus urinaris is tumid and inflamed and sore as if wounded. Cubeba causes a cutting and constriction after micturition. The discharge is of a mucus nature. Both Copaiva and Cubeba are useful in the irritation attending thickening of the lining membrane of the bladder. Neither remedy has so violent as action as has Cantharis. Tuja gives us symptoms of continued or often repeated gonorrhea. The patient has continued desire to urinate. The urging is so violent, yet he passes only a few drops of bloody urine at a time, or if these do not pass, there is intense itching. The urethral discharge is thin and green. Warty excrescences appear on the genitals above and about the anus. At night there are painful erections which drive away sleep. In Cantharis the erections prevent urination. That is not the case in Tuja. Argentinum nitricum follows cannabis in gonorrhea when the discharge becomes purulent and the urethra feels sore and swollen. Mercurius solubilis and corrosivus follow when the discharge becomes worse at night and is green and purulent. The corrosive mercury causes more violent tenesmus, burning and swelling, hence it is very similar to Cantharis. The meatus urinarius is very red. Mercurius solubilis has more burning between micturition than has Cantharis. In between. Chimaphila has been found useful in catarrh of the bladder caused by stones. It produces frequent urination at night with increased debility and smarting pain extending from the neck of the bladder to the end of the urethra. In irritation of the neck of the bladder, you may use a number of remedies, some of which I shall mention. Erigeron, with or without bloody urine. Pulsatilla is indicated when micturition is followed by cutting pains and there are pressure and soreness over the pubis. Under ferrum phos, the symptoms are worse the longer the patient stands and better after urination. Epigia, Epis and Copaiva should also be studied in this connection. The last especially in old women. The last another. Capsicum has a spasmodic contracting and cutting in the neck of the bladder. Mercurius asceticus, cutting just as the close of urination like natramor. The digitalis patient finds relief on lying down as the position relieves much of the pressure upon the neck of the bladder. Sulfur comes in to remove the remnants of a gonorrhea. Hypomia nil, which is the variety of the morning glory, was a remedy used by the late Dr. Jacob Jeans for the passage of stone from the kidney to the bladder, and when he had the following symptoms present: severe cutting pain in either renal region extending down the ureter on the corresponding side. The distinctive feature which separates it from other remedies is that these pains excite nausea. వీటన్నిటికన్నా సమాష్ గారు ఇచ్చింది ఆల్మోస్ట్ స్పెసిఫిక్ లాగా ఇచ్చారు ఆర్సెనిక్. రీనల్ కాలిక్స్లో ఆర్సెనిక్ ఇస్తే అది కనుక ఆ రెస్ట్లెస్ చాలా వాటిలో ఆర్సెనిక్ సిమ్టమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. రీనల్ కాలిక్స్లో ఆర్సెనిక్ ఇస్తే వితిన్ 24 hours స్టోన్ పాస్ అయిపోయిన వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు. సార్ క్లాస్లో జోక్ చెప్తూ చెప్పారు ఆష్ గారు, వెళ్ళాట ముందు డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తే వాడు టెస్ట్ చేసి నీకు స్టోన్స్ ఉన్నాయన్నట్టు, స్టోన్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఆపరేషన్ చేయాలన్నట్టు. సరే ఎవరో చెప్పారు, కృష్ణమాచారి గారు ఉన్నారు కూడా ఆయన దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళని చెప్పారు. వెళ్తే కృష్ణమాచారి ఆర్సెనిక్ ఆల్బమ్ ఇచ్చాడు. ఇస్తే మర్నాడు స్టోన్ పట్టుకొచ్చాడు వాడు, జాగ్రత్తగా బాటిల్లో వేసి. వాడు మార్నింగ్ వేశారు డిస్పెన్సరీలో, మర్నాడు మార్నింగ్ వాడు స్టోన్ పాస్ అయిపోయిందని తెచ్చాడు, బాటిల్లో జాగ్రత్తగా భద్రపరిచి తెచ్చాడు. వాడు ఆస్తున్నట్టుగా ఇవ్వండి వచ్చింది, నొప్పి కూడా తగ్గిపోయిందని. ఆ తర్వాత వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి ఎక్స్రే తీయించంటే డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళేట్టు వీడు. అంటే ఇది ఊరికే జోక్కి చెప్పారు మేష్ గారు, అది పాస్ అయిపోయింది. వెళ్తే డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఎక్స్రే తీసి, ఏదిరా నా స్టోన్ ఎక్కడుందిరా అని వీళ్ళు పోతాడంటే, ఇంతకుముందు ఎక్స్రేలో స్టోన్ ఉండాలి కదా, ఎక్కడికి పోయింది చెప్పన్నట్ట. ఆయన జోక్ చేయడం అంటే సరిగ్గా 24 hours ఒక కేసులో చూసాం. Hydrangea has also been used for the intense pain attending gravel and calculus. Sarsaparilla is useful for gravel in children when they scream or cry with pain after passing urine. Then there is found a greyish sand in the diaper. Asimum may be employed in renal colic when there is considerable hemorrhage. When the urine not only has a brick red sediment as under Pareva breva, but contains considerable blood, it favors the right side. Terebinthina, like Cantharis, has marked action on the kidneys, but it differs from the latter remedy in that the urine is always dark, cloudy and smoky from admixture of blood. This is due to congestion of the kidneys.